Hey everyone! Before we get into today's story, I want to thank you. So many of you have been commenting, messaging, asking me to cover Oprah Winfrey and some of the connections that don't get talked about in mainstream media. You asked. I listened. Today we're diving deep into court documents, public records, and patterns that raise serious questions. This isn't about making accusations. This is about examining facts. Let's investigate. One name appears in multiple high-profile criminal cases: Harvey Weinstein, convicted predator, John of God. Over 600 victims. Russell Simmons, multiple allegations. What connects them all? Oprah Winfrey, December 2025. Court documents revealed something shocking. Oprah has been subpoenaed to testify in a case involving assault allegations. But that's just the beginning. What did she know? When did she know it? And why does this pattern keep repeating? Today, we uncover what nobody wants to talk about. Oprah Winfrey, the most trusted name in America for 30 years, born 1954, Mississippi, poverty, childhood trauma, teenage mother at 14, she overcame everything, 1986. The Oprah Winfrey Show explodes onto television, 25 years, 4,561 episodes. Millions of viewers. She wasn't just a talk show host, she was a cultural force, a guru, the voice that told America, you have the power. Magazine empire, television network, film production, book club that sold millions, Forbes billionaire list, presidential endorsements, the most influential woman in media history. America didn't just watch Oprah, America trusted Oprah. But here's what most people don't know. Over 3 decades, Oprah built relationships with some very powerful men. Men who seemed untouchable, men who were photographed with her at the biggest events in Hollywood. And then one by one, they fell. Convicted, imprisoned, exposed, and every single time, Oprah said the same thing. I had no idea. Is that possible? Can someone that connected, that powerful, really not know? This is where our investigation begins. Let's start with Harvey Weinstein, 2000s to 2013. Weinstein and Oprah? Close professional relationship. They worked together on Lee Daniels' The Butler in 2013. They were photographed together at premieres, parties, industry events, smiling, embracing. Harvey Weinstein is now serving decades in prison for multiple convictions. But here's the part that should disturb you. 2017. Actress Katie Noble filed a lawsuit against Weinstein. In court documents reported by Entertainment Weekly, Noble made a specific claim. Weinstein allegedly used his association with Oprah to gain her trust. According to the filing, he referenced being close to Oprah when approaching her. Oprah's name was used as a tool, as proof that he was legitimate, safe, trustworthy. When the Weinstein scandal exploded in 2017, Oprah appeared on CBS This Morning. Her response? If we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment. She talked about the broader movement. She didn't address her relationship with him directly. January 2018. Singer Seal posted on Instagram photos of Oprah and Weinstein together. His caption said, "You'd heard the rumors, but you had no idea he was actually assaulting young actresses. My bad." He added the hashtag, Sanctimonious Hollywood. Seal later walked back the post. But the question remained, what did people in these circles know? Now let's talk about Russell Simmons. Hip-hop mogul, multiple allegations against him over the years. 2020. Oprah signs on as executive producer for On the Record, a documentary featuring allegations against Simmons. But then something strange happens. Oprah withdraws from the project. Publicly, she says, I wanted the context to be broadened. Russell Simmons tells a different story. He claims in interviews, she found too much contradictory evidence about the stories about me. What evidence? What really happened during that production? December 2025. We get an answer. Yahoo News and Page 6 report. Oprah has been subpoenaed. She's been ordered to testify in a legal case involving Russell Simmons. The court document is public. It states, you are hereby commanded to produce all relevant materials, documents, recordings, and to sit for a deposition. A deposition. Under oath. About what she knew and when she knew it. This isn't a rumor. This is a legal proceeding happening right now. The question everyone's asking, what will she say under oath? But Harvey Weinstein and Russell Simmons aren't the only problematic connections. Let me show you the pattern. 2010, Brazil. Oprah travels to interview a man known as John of God, a self-proclaimed faith healer. She features him on her show, in her magazine. She tells her audience, people around the world credit John of God for miraculous healings. Millions of people watch. Millions trust her endorsement. 2018. Brazilian authorities arrest João Teixeira de Faria, known as John of God. The charges? Over 600 women came forward. 600 women claiming abuse. He was convicted and sentenced to multiple decades in prison. 600 women. When the news broke, Oprah released a statement. I hope justice is served. The episode featuring him? Deleted. Removed from circulation. But the damage was done. How many people visited him because Oprah promoted him? Then there's her school in South Africa, 2007. The Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls opens. $40 million. A beautiful campus. A noble mission. Educate disadvantaged young women. But within months, scandal erupts. A dormitory matron named Virginia Makopo is arrested. 14 criminal charges related to alleged inappropriate conduct with students. Oprah flies to South Africa, she speaks with the students, she cries on camera, but then the school's headmistress, Lerato Nomvuyo Mzamane, does something unexpected. She sues Oprah for defamation. Her claim? Oprah publicly accused her of covering up the situation. The case is settled privately, no public details, no transparency. Fast forward to June 2025. Remember James Frey? The author Oprah publicly destroyed on her show in 2006 for fabricating parts of his memoir? He gives a new interview to the New York Times. Nearly 20 years later, he's still angry. His quote, "She told more lies to the public times 1,000 than I ever have. It's the brutal hypocrisy of it." He continues, "You might be the most influential lady in this world, you won't stop me." This is a man who was humiliated on national television, told he betrayed millions of readers. And now he's saying, Oprah is the hypocrite. There's more. July 2025, Maui, Hawaii. A massive tsunami warning follows an earthquake off Russia. A local resident films a video near Oprah's massive estate. A public road runs through her property. In the video, the person claims the road appears blocked during evacuation, with police present. Oprah's spokesperson responds to Fox News, "We contacted local law enforcement and FEMA to ensure the road was opened. Any reports otherwise are false." But the video is out there. The questions remain. And then there's the political question. November 2024. Oprah hosts a town hall for Kamala Harris. She publicly endorses her for president. Later, Federal Election Commission records reveal Oprah's production company received $1 million from the Harris campaign. $1 million for production costs, they say. But it raises the question, when a celebrity endorsement comes with a 7-figure payment, is it really an endorsement? But here's the twist that changes everything. December 2025. Relationship coach Tanya Kazal posts a video that goes viral. Her accusation? Oprah is responsible for a cultural crisis she now pretends to be shocked by. What crisis? Family estrangement. A Cornell University study found that nearly 1/3 of Americans are estranged from at least one family member. Oprah recently released a podcast episode calling this a silent epidemic. But here's what Tanya Kazal points out. For decades, starting in the 1990s, Oprah promoted the idea of cutting toxic people out of your life. She popularized phrases like, "You can love them from a distance." Entire generations of millennials grew up watching Oprah tell them, if someone is toxic, cut them off, even if they're family. Now, 30 years later, family estrangement is at crisis levels. And Oprah is shocked? One woman commented on social media, "My son estranged himself from us for 5 years. The pain never goes away. Thanks, Oprah." This reveals something deeper. Oprah doesn't just reflect culture, she shapes it, for better or worse. Now let's zoom out and look at the full picture. Harvey Weinstein, convicted. John of God, convicted. 600 plus victims. Russell Simmons, multiple allegations. Oprah subpoenaed. Dr. Phil, Dr. Oz, both launched by Oprah. Both now criticized by medical professionals for promoting ideas without scientific basis. James Frey, publicly destroyed by Oprah, now calling her a hypocrite. The South African school, scandal, lawsuit, private settlement. The pattern is clear. Oprah has been professionally or personally connected to multiple individuals who were later convicted or credibly accused of serious wrongdoing. In every single case, her response is the same: I didn't know. And here's the question that nobody wants to ask. Is it possible to be the most powerful, most connected person in media for 30 years and genuinely not know? Or is there something else going on? So what's the truth here? Is Oprah Winfrey simply the unluckiest person in Hollywood? Someone who keeps accidentally befriending criminals? Or is there a different explanation? Maybe she's a victim of her own success. When you're that powerful, that connected, maybe you stop vetting people as carefully as you should. Maybe she genuinely didn't know. Maybe she trusted the wrong people. Maybe she's as much a victim as anyone. Or maybe, and this is the question worth asking, maybe being that powerful means you know more than you let on. Maybe you protect the system that made you powerful. Maybe you only speak out when it's safe to do so. I don't have all the answers. Nobody does. Yet. But the 2025 subpoena means we might get some. Oprah will have to testify under oath. She'll have to answer questions about what she knew and when she knew it. And that testimony will be public record. Here's what we know for certain. Multiple men in Oprah's circle were convicted of serious crimes. She promoted a man who abused over 600 women. Her name was allegedly used to lure victims. She withdrew from a documentary after finding contradictory evidence. And now she's been subpoenaed in a legal case. These aren't rumors. These are documented facts. The question is, what do we do with those facts? That's where you come in. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you make of all this? Do you think Oprah genuinely didn't know? Or do you think there's more to the story? I want to hear from you because this conversation is bigger than just Oprah. It's about power, it's about accountability, it's about who we trust and why. And here's how you can help spread this investigation. First, hit that like button. Seriously, it helps this video reach more people who need to see it. Second, subscribe if you haven't already. We're doing investigations like this every week. Stories the mainstream media won't touch. Third, and this is the most important one, hit that notification bell. YouTube doesn't show you everything we post unless you turn on notifications. And finally, share this video. Send it to someone who needs to see it. Post it on your social media. These stories deserve to be discussed. We're building a community of people who ask difficult questions and demand real answers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for thinking critically. And thank you for being part of this investigation. More stories coming soon. You won't want to miss them. I'll see you in the next one.